At this celebration, you won't have to look far for signs of St. Anthony. The patron saint of lost items can be found in the heart of Gowanus. Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti. St. Anthony is known by Catholics the world over, especially those who have ever been in a panic over something they can't find. Tuesday marked his feast day. Currents News' Jessica Easthope reports from Our Lady of Peace Church, where a century-old procession helps parishioners renew their love for St. Anthony every year.
We say St. Anthony, St. Anthony.
Everyone has a slightly different version.
Something is lost and can't be found.
I say St. Anthony, come around.
Something is lost and it can't be. I say it 3 times to find it.
But the hope is all the same, that St. Anthony will come through when something that's lost can't be found.
You want bread?
For Marie Manzo, he always does.
I'm a diabetic and I have this tracer on my stomach. And I couldn't find the tracer. I made broccoli, and I had to take the broccoli out and put it in a dish. And there was the tracer in the dish. I said, St. Anthony, you came through.
Marie has been a parishioner at Our Lady of Peace Church in Gowanus for 82 years. The St. Anthony Feast Day procession and celebrations are part of a tradition she'll never lose.
Every year, I did my devotion to him. He's my patron saint.
Marie's niece, Jean Ann, says growing up across the street from the church, the Feast of St. Anthony was her bread and butter. Now she's helping it survive through changes to her old neighborhood.
We're the next generation, I guess, to take this over. So we hope to have behind us, the younger ones.
Though the Italian community claims St. Anthony as their own, he wasn't Italian at all. He was Portuguese. Padua is where he died, not where he was born.
From the Italian community, no longer living within our premises of the parish property, they come every year.
After the procession, Father Ruiz blessed the line of people with a first-class relic of St. Anthony's. He said the church will stay open tonight for as long as people are praying to him. In Gowanus, Jessica Easthope, Currents News.
Speaking of processions, over the weekend, thousands of Catholics from the Diocese of Brooklyn headed out of the city to get closer to God. The Mass, called the Ultreya de Campo, was held at the National Shrine of Our Lady of Czestochowa in Pennsylvania. The annual event is a staple for the Diocese of Brooklyn's Cursillo movement. The community focuses on lay people becoming church leaders and strengthening relationships with God. The Bishop of Brooklyn, Robert Brennan, celebrated the Ultreya de Campo with more than 2,000 faithful. One attendee, Gloria Pena, says it's a great way to bring people together.
The best part has been spending time with people from the Spanish community, different countries from Latin America, sharing our foods, our stories, and just sharing time with each other.
Ultreya, when translated, means onward. It's a call for the Cursillo members to move forward and go beyond the movement. Finally, tonight, a new movie is shining a spotlight on a worldwide issue.
It is the fastest growing international crime network that the world has ever seen. It has already passed the illegal arms trade, and soon it's going to pass the drug trade. Because you can sell a bag of cocaine one time to a child 5 to 10 times a day. God's children are not for sale.
Sound of Freedom, a film about child sex trafficking, is about to hit the big screen, and it's based on a true story. It's about a former government agent who goes out on his own, embarking on a dangerous mission to rescue children from traffickers. The movie's got some star power behind it. Actor Jim Caviezel, who you may know from The Passion of the Christ, and actor-producer Eduardo Verástegui, who was executive director of the pro-life movie Unplanned. They both join us now. Hi.
Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you for being here. Jim, I want to start with you. You've said that this is the second most important film you've done after The Passion of the Christ. So why should people see it?
The film is phenomenal. The film is great. The film has a power like The Passion where when the film ends, your heart's on fire. You weep. It's a thrill ride. You're going to be excited. You're going to laugh too. But we're able to make this where we take you to the edge and in a Hitchcock way, but yet still you find incredible redemption to it. And the power behind it then is the people. What can I do? Well, this is where the whistleblowers start coming forward when they see this, because you're not afraid of evil anymore. And that's what I loved about The Passion. That's what I love about this.
Yeah, just watching the trailer makes you want to go out and see it. Eduardo, I read that several Hollywood studios passed on making this film, but that after meeting the man the movie is based on, you felt called to make it. Why is that?
Well, they thought that this is not a good business for them. And that was just the only answer I got. This is not for us. I don't think we can sell tickets with this movie. I love the movie. I think it's a great topic, but good luck. And then the doors were closed. And I was like, wow, this is all about money. No, this is about, what if this is your child? I was in shock when I learned what they do to these kids. When you learn things like this, you cannot look the other way around. And I remember when Tim looked at me and he said, when he saw my face, he said, Eduardo, I know that this is very sad, but you know what, man? It's more sad now that you know it. If you do nothing, what are you going to do? And that's when I realized, what can I do? What can I do if this is my child? Well, I'm a filmmaker. I have a weapon of mass instruction and inspiration. I think we can make a movie about your life, and maybe this movie can be an instrument to start this global movement to end this global problem. Now, the good news is we're doing something now. This interview, I hope that it will touch many people and will inspire many people to go and see this movie on July 4th.
All right, Eduardo Verástegui and Jim Caviezel from the new movie Sound of Freedom. Thanks so much for being with us.
God bless you. Thank you.
God bless you.
To buy a ticket to Sound of Freedom or be part of their Pay It Forward program where you can buy someone else's ticket so they can see this film if they can't afford it, just go to soundoffreedommovie.com. And that is this Currents News Update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.